Hello, welcome to my channel once again. In the last couple of videos, we've been looking at Event Grid, and we've seen how you can work with it when your event handler is from an external application, or Visual Studio is local to you, not on the internet. And we've also seen how you can work with it when your event handler is on Azure. Um, and we saw how we could use webhooks when it's local. And in the last video, I believe we were introduced to ngok, and we saw how it can be set up. In this video, what we want to do is, there was an option for event schema when we were creating our event subscription. So in this video, we want to explore some of the properties that we have in our event screen, in our event schema. If I should share my screen, just give me a moment. Yeah, if I should share my screen, yeah, I hope you can see my screen. So this was you can see the event subscription that we created in the last video. It's still active, but I just want to show you the event schema I was speaking about. So over here, you can see event schema, and you can see that we choose event grid schema, which is what we are working with. There are other options here. We have the cloud event schema and custom input schema, but so far we've been working with event grid schema. And we worked with in our code, in our custom code. Let me go to Visual Studio now. So we are still using the same application we used. Yeah, I believe you can see my screen now. In our custom code, we made use of just the data objects, the data property that we have here. That was where all the information was being displayed from our output screen. So there are other properties that you can use. I outlined some of the popular ones here. So we have topic, subject, ID, event type, event time, data version, and metadata version. I think there are a couple of others, but these are very commonly used. So, and I added just two others. And we are going to run this program and we'll see how it goes. I just finished running it now, but we are going to run it again and see the output for event type and event time. So before I run this, um, because I'm working with this locally, so obviously my ngok needs to be handy, but I'm going to run the program first. Then afterwards, I would start up my ngok service. So let me stop sharing and I would share the output screen after running the program. So I'll share the output screen now. Okay, so let me share the output screen. Computer has been acting really slow. Okay, so this is the output screen. I believe you can see it now. So let's just see that it is listening on the specified ports before we try to create a trigger. Yeah, so I think this is good. Let's just get the function displayed and we'll be good to go. Yeah, so we are good now. So it is running now. So it means that it is listening. But the only problem, as we saw in the last video, was it is local. The URL is using localhost, and our event subscription is on Azure. So there's no way Azure will be able to have a channel to this. That's where NGOC come in. So I'll stop sharing now, and I'll share my command prompts so that we can start the NGOC service. Yeah, so I just ran it now. So I'll just click forward to return the command that was used. Yeah, so this is the command. I'll be running it now. Yeah, so it's listening now. So what we are going to do now is I'll go over to my Azure, and I want to cause a trigger. I'll be uploading a blob into my container, and so that we can see if it will be only the data object we are going to see, or we'll see other string values. So hopefully you can see my Azure portal now. You can see my browser. So let me go to it's running, so we don't need to do anything from here. Let me go to my storage account. And what I'll do is I want to upload a new file, a text file. Let me see if I have a text file that I can upload. Let me just confirm that I have one first, so that I wouldn't be going through my entire directory. Okay, so okay, I have an encrypted text file here. Let me try that. Um, encrypt it.txt. So let's use that. So I want to upload. Encrypt. Yeah, let's use this encrypted text file. Now, I want you to observe. So let me go to my output screen so that you can observe when the trigger is is thrown. So let me go to the output screen so that you can see it. Then I'll click on upload. Yeah, so I've uploaded it now, and hopefully in the output screen, there will be some trigger. And yes, we can see the trigger. So one thing I want us to take note of, this first API put blob, blah, 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 is for the data, is the data object, the one we used in the last video. Then we have the event time here. This is the event time. Then the other one we have is event type. This Microsoft storage blob created is the event type. So you can see that we can work with different properties with this event grid. And this event grid is something that when it comes to security, it has a lot of applications. So in some of our next videos, I'll be showing you how you can set up Event Grid for a storage account or even for a subscription, and you can monitor different types of events that is happening from the bottom up, and it makes it a lot easier for you to know who is doing what um for your services. So if you are doing it at resource level or at subscription level or whatsoever level, in this case, our source is the storage account. So we are monitoring the event for the storage account. So it's our scope is limited, as it were. So we'll be seeing how we can do it for resource group. I'm not sure I'm interested in doing it for a subscription because the amount of events will be so enormous. The data will be so much. But we would create a new resource group that is simple and would just add some data into it after we've created the event, and we'll see how it's the amount of data that something as simple as a resource group allocates to itself by just working. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you find it useful. Have a nice day.